So the next thing to happen on Monday Night Raw, we get to the main event. But before we talk about the main event, we got to talk about a backstage segment. So yeah, the next thing that happened backstage was Seth Rollins runs across Paul Heyman in the Vision, and Paul Heyman was talking about how he would help Seth Rollins and everything. Seth Rollins tells him that he got to do it alone. So yeah, that's what Seth Rollins tells Paul Heyman and the rest of the Vision. But yeah, then after that, we get to the main event. It was Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, versus Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed, with Paul Heyman at ringside the Vision in a tornado tag team match. This is no disqualification. And yeah, we get to this match. In this match, it was a pretty good one. We see Bron Breakker putting Jimmy Uso through the announce table, taking him out for a good bit of the match. And then they start beating the hell out of Jay, and he was getting the upper hand. But then Jimmy starts coming back into this match, going at it with them. And all of a sudden, we see the Vision taking control of this match, laying out the Usos. But then all of a sudden we see the return of Roman Reigns. He comes out there with a steel chair. He gets into the ring. Breakker runs at him, and then he knocks Breakker over the top rope, and he grabs the steel chair and starts beating the hell out of Bronson Reed with the steel chair, knocking him out of the ring, and then he knocks him over the barricade with the steel chair for the rest of the match. And then Breakker was trying to come up and attack Roman, but then Roman hits him in the stomach with the chair and hits him in the back as well, knocking him into the ring. And then as soon as Breakker got back up to his feet, he gets hit with a super kick by Jimmy, and then Jay hits Breakker with a spear, and then that's when Jimmy and Jay climbs up the top turnbuckle, hitting a double Uso splash onto Bron Breakker, pinning him for the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the Usos defeated the Vision tonight in a tag team match. That's what happened there. But then after the match ended, Roman Reigns gets back into the ring, starts beating Breakker down with the steel chair and knocking him out of the ring. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good tag team match. What happened after the match was pretty good. And then after all that stuff, we see Roman talking to Jay, and he was pretty much telling him that, you know, he's all by himself and that he should never trust no one. So yeah, that's what Roman Reigns was telling Jay there, and Jay was, you know, believing all in it. And we see Jimmy in the background, you know, not looking too happy about that. So yeah, that's what happened there. But yeah, for the match and everything, I'll give it all 3.5 stars. That's why I'll say that was probably match of the night right there. But yeah, for tonight's episode, Monday Night Raw, I'll give it 8.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was a pretty good episode. But yeah, that has been my Monday Night Raw, September 29th, 2025 reviews. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels. You can follow me on all my social media accounts. I'll be down there in the description box. And I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's NXT reviews. See you guys later. Till then.